Everybody, how you doing? So I want to bring up what happened in Texas yesterday, Buda, Texas, at a high school, where students walked out in protest to ICE. In doing so, they were attacked. They were standing there doing their First Amendment rights, as every citizen, no matter of age, is guaranteed to do. And this redneck with a MAGA hat came rolling up in his pickup truck and jumped a child, a young woman, young girl, with a sign that was opposing ICE. See, MAGA doesn't care. You go against Trump, it violates the God, and the God must be protected. So this 45-year-old fucking coward attacked a small child, small girl, 13, 14 years old. And then her friend, who was standing next to her, about the same size of that girl, jumped in to protect her. And then it got into, then the boys in the area saw what's going on. And let me make it clear about fucking cowards. Cowards do not like to be fought against. Cowards do not like hard targets. People that could fight back. Check ICE. ICE went into Compton the other day and ran out in fear. ICE showed up in Downey and ran in fear. Why? Because those people were fighting back. Even in Minneapolis, they're fighting back. They don't like it. They want people to capitulate. Ain't happening. Americans aren't built that way. Even the kids. So they beat this motherfucker's ass. Beat him bad, and he ran for his life. So the police didn't want to arrest him because, well, police are MAGA, especially in Texas. Texas is a cesspool, let's be honest. And finally they arrested him, but then Greg Abbott came out, and because he went, because he's a cultist, went off on the kids, said they should be arrested. For what? They were assaulted. They were just following the First Amendment rights. That's the other thing. He says they should not have been out there. They don't care if they're children. They shouldn't have been out. They should have been in school. And now Ken Paxton, Mr. Law and Order, Mr. Perfect, yeah, right. A man who was lucky to have political connections to get off from being impeached, is going after the school district for indoctrinating children. Indoctrinating children for their First Amendment rights and the Constitution. Right. Look, this is upsetting to a lot of us. ICE is upsetting to all of us. But if you notice this, and with the stuff that Trump's saying about the election and Republicans, this is part of the extinction burst. They know they're fucked. Everyone knows they fucked. They even know this here in Georgia. They know they fucked. Okay. And the bottom line is we're going to see a lot of this, but kids know the truth. You can't lie to them unless they're homeschooled. Well, we should protect children from politics like the old days. Oh, hell no. What, the high school in the mid-70s, elementary school early 60s. I knew what the fuck was going on, and that's without the internet. I knew there was a war going on. I saw the body counts on the fucking news every night. Kids know what's going on. And that shit ain't gonna fly. And what's going on with ICE isn't gonna fly with kids. The majority, they not. That's what you're seeing right now. So they can do what they want, say what they want, spin it the way they want. Shit ain't working. And that's what scares the hell of them, that these kids who are doing what they think they can do for their fellow classmates and Americans is translating to adults. And they hate it, and it scares them. Part of the extinction burst. So Greg Abbott may see what he can do, or Ken Paxton may try to punish people. But in the end, you're losing. You're losing, and the losers you are. Everything you try is not going to work. And in the end, this regime is going to end, and there's going to be a reckoning that the world has never seen since Nuremberg.